Okay guys, I'm here today, Fabio Gurgel, huge honor for me. Guys, my Jiu-Jitsu instructor, the one that I trained the most in my life. And so really happy to be here with him. And right after Alliance wins the 13th world title as a team last week in the World Championship. So we're very happy to be here, Fabio, today. And he's gonna show us here, he just shot an entire instructional all about Situp Guard. And super excited to learn from you again, Fabio.
Thank you, Bernardo. It's a pleasure to be here. And the Situp Guard is a guard, it's a modern guard, right? Because the guard when it started, it was, laying back and just defending yourself to avoid the guy to get the cross-side mount. And I found that it was really hard for me, Doing my entire life, doing guard, was always a struggle to keep the guy for a very long time in my guard, right? Just recomposing and keeping the guy there. I know that there are many guys that do this, easily, but it wasn't my type of game, right? Yep. So I tried to sweep as fast as possible and be on top. So on top, I could rest, I could manage the time much better in my favor. So the Situp Guard, it was something that I developed in a way that, man, I can really, get a comfortable position and a very effective sweep from there.
Yep.
Right? So the first thing is I want to get out and taking my back out of the mat. I don't want to stay and keep fighting from there, right?
And give you the chance to flat you out and...
Exactly. If the guy gets some, sometimes you're doing guard and 1 inch that your opponent gain, it's a problem, right? Yep. How can I push you with 100 kilos out of my, Yep. So it's really hard. So when you sit, means that your back is not on the mat, there is no pressure on you. You don't need to deal with your opponent's weight,
yep.
Right? So that's the first thing. So what I like to do and the position that I like to stop is when I get the De La Hiva. I think that's one situation that's pretty easy because I have the front leg controlled in some way. So I have the ankle or I have the De La Hiva. Sometimes I have the cross grip or sometimes I get the sleeves. But what you're gonna see now is, let's say I don't have any control of the sleeve. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit up, hugging the leg and controlling the opposite lapel. So we're gonna do this, sit up and get this lapel. When I get the lapel, what's important? Usually people go and get the easiest way to get, like this. But then if you put the lapel up, it's gonna be easy to break, right? So just the fact that I turn my hand in the opposite direction, try to break the lapel now, Bernardo.
No way.
It's impossible, right? So the strongest point of my grip is here, so there's no way for him to break. That's the first thing. If Bernardo doesn't do anything, it's gonna be easy for me to get up. So of course, when I sit, Bernardo's gonna bring the knee towards my chest in order to bring my back on the mat. So I know that. So as soon as I feel that Bernardo is coming with the weight, I'm gonna scoop back. As I scoop back,
hooking.
I'm gonna put the hook shin to shin. Right? What I want from here now is, I wanted to make sure that all Bernardo's weight goes to his foot. Right? This one. Only thing that I need to do is lift this foot up like this. Right? So see how your weight is all on this foot.
Yep.
Maybe you can put the hand if you want on the mat. It doesn't matter for me because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab the ankle and I'm gonna move my head towards his thigh.
And it come up. Oh, that's amazing. And I was not expecting that at all.
Right? So it's pretty easy because he thinks that his hand's gonna protect him from the sweep, but I'm not sweeping you in the direction of your hand.
Yep.
Right? I'm gonna grab my point is where your weight is. And so again, we are here. I push, so I'm bringing your weight all the way backwards in order to sit up and get the lapel. So palm face down, there's no way for him to break. I'm gonna scoop back and put the hook, right? And if you feel that your opponent's driving the knee, make sure you scrape the hip till you'll be able to put the shin in front of his shin. From now, it's important to don't allow Bernardo to be comfortable in this position. So I just need to pull his knee towards my chest and lift the hook like this. So see, I'm on my elbow and lifting the hook. So his foot is on the air. All his weight is on this foot. Even though he put the hand, but his weight's still there. So I'm gonna stretch my leg, making him cross his legs like this. Right? At the same time that I'm gonna grab the ankle and drive my head towards his thigh. And then easily come on top and start passing. And the position that I land is already very good, right? Because I'm in the fold position now.
In the folding pass. Fabio, so once you lift my leg up with your foot, all my weight goes to my left leg?
There's no other way for you.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, that's
because the point is, I'm here. If I stop and don't do nothing, you can step back, right? Step back.
Yeah.
That's it. You can do it. But now, as I lift, try to step back.
And just a little lift, you know?
Yeah, no, just your
all
weight.
my weight is here, there's no way. Yeah.
So there's no way for you to step back.
I got it.
In order to step back, you need to leave the weight on this leg, right? So you can move the other one.
Yeah.
So if I just, and in the real time, I will do this, right? 1, 2.
And pick them up. Yeah, that's amazing.
And that's it, you know?
No, that's incredible.
So it's pretty easy, and it doesn't matter your weight or size, the foot's gonna be right there for you.
Good.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just a little touch on the hook, the weight comes this high.
Yeah. No, and every time I remember you trained with us, when you were on bar, we were always chasing the sit-up guard, right?
Yes.
And
I really don't like the to keep my back on the mat.
I got it.
You know?
So when you were sitting up, you feel you have a lot more attacks than when you are with the back on the ground?
I think I have more options in order to conclude the sweep.
Good.
Right? I think when you are on your back means that, okay, I can have, of course, few attacks there.
Yep.
But you also have few attacks to do on me.
Yep.
Right? And if you are ahead of me, I need to defend, I'm going to spend a lot of energy doing so.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm in the sit-up position, of course, if you are on the knees, I need to, to play in different type of guard, right?
Yep.
But I don't really like to keep my back on the mat. So every time I have a chance, I try to look for your leg, to grab a leg and sit up.
Got it.
From there you have sweeps, you have taking the back, you have many options that of course you're gonna see.
No, and I was just thinking here, another position that I used to see you doing a lot as well was close guard. And I think they're both related, right? Because in order to open the close guard, they have to stand up, and then the sit-up guard is just there.
Exactly, it's just that. And the transition from the close guard, for example, if you're here and the guy needs to stand up, exactly. So if I have the cross arm, for example, and I just bring my foot, I'm gonna see. They're already there. And then you can and sweep. So the transition is pretty easy from the close guard as well.
No, I got it.
So I think you can use the sit-up guard from many different situations.
Got it.
Sometimes you are on the knees, for example. I'm here. Let's say control your arms. And in order to release the pressure that I have on your biceps, you're gonna pull one leg up. Sit-up guard.
I got it. Yeah. So anything I do, you can find the sit-up guard. From anywhere, and
if you pull one leg up, at least
I got it.
I got a chance to do the sit-up guard.
I got it. No, that's incredible.
And that is gonna be really hard for anyone to fight 100% of the time with the knees on the mat.
I got it. Yeah, no, and I love the fact as well that, for example, when you're playing spider guard, you rely so much on being flexible. The sit-up guard is like, you don't rely on that at all. Like, you just have to come up.
Not at all. Maybe this is one of the reasons I choose the sit-up guard as my main guard, is because I don't need to rely in any kind of flexibility or,
No, I got it.
or resistance or whatever, I think the sit-up guard is a position that's very easy to apply, for anyone.
Oh, I got it. No, that's amazing. Yeah, so guys, Fabio just shot an entire instruction all about sit-up guard, and he did that in a very different way, where he's focusing a lot more on concepts and fundamentals than actually like just showing the move. And it came out really, really cool. It's going to be at bjjfanatics.com soon. Maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So make sure to check that out. And thanks so much, Fabio.
Thank you, Bernardo. My pleasure.
Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.